Hey guys, it's Jordan Jonah Sparks, and if you are new to my channel, please check that beautiful red subscribe button underneath and maybe consider giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. So today I just wanted to jump right into kind of an epic and not so happy story time that I have to tell for you guys. And yeah, so let's just jump right into it. So I was robbed. Yeah, I was robbed. And I was robbed on the first day that Donald Trump was president of the United States. So let's rewind to the beginning of that day. So I'm waking up at like 4 in the morning and I find out that Donald Trump is president of the United States, and I was like, okay, so Donald Trump is president of the United States. What a freaking crazy world we live in, and let's see what kind of a shit show this is going to be. And then I had to head to set because I was filming on a show called No Tomorrow that day, and yeah, it doesn't really matter what we were filming. I was on there for like 10 hours, and then I got home. And as soon as I got home, I was like, oh my god, I've been on set, cramped up all day long, so I need to go for a walk, go outside, and get some freaking fresh air. So I walked over to the park that's by my house. It's literally like a block away from here. And I'm not going to say where I live now because I don't need to have any internet stalkers after being robbed on the streets. So anyways, I live in a very safe area of Vancouver. I would call it safe. I would think it's one of the safer neighborhoods. There's not a lot of like crime or violence or anything, or like crazy people yelling in the streets in this neighborhood per se. So I'm sitting at the park that I sit at literally every single day. I literally go to this park every single day. Well, I don't anymore, but I used to go to this park every single day. And so I'm sitting at this park and I'm texting a couple of my friends on my phone, and by this time it's like 9 o'clock at night, so it's not too late, but it is like starting to get late. So I was like, okay, I should probably go. And then I was gonna head out and grab some food right before I went home, and I like look over and I see these 3 guys sitting on a bench that was like maybe, I don't know, 5 meters from me or something, and they'd been sitting there for like at least 10 minutes or something. I saw them out of my peripheral vision before, but as I get up, all 3 of them were like, and they all like make dead eye contact with me, and I was like, what? And so I keep walking out of the park, and then I take literally like 5 more steps, and I realize all 3 of these guys are literally like right behind me as if we were walking in a group together. And I just like started walking ahead. Like I had a really bad vibe and bad intuition. I always like act on my good vibes and energy and intuition, and when I have a really bad vibe, like it was almost like a premonition of something bad is right about to happen, and it was. So I kept walking out of the park, and these guys start going like, hey buddy, but they were like whispering it really, really soft, so I could tell like, what the hell, why are they being like so sketchbag? And so I got up to the intersection, like the pedestrian crosswalk, and there's literally other people all over the street. Like 2 people just jaywalked across the road, and then a couple other people had just crossed the street right in front of me. But then I'm like starting to panic waiting at this light because I didn't respond to them when they like whispered, hey buddy. I was just like pretended that I couldn't hear them. And then I know I'm talking at like a million miles an hour, but telling the story makes me anxious. So anyways, I crossed the intersection, and then they followed me, and then I was waiting at the other pedestrian light to cross the street to go to the other side, and like I crossed this way horizontally, and then I need to cross vertically, and they were like, hey buddy, again, and I crossed the road, and the second that I crossed the street, like finished crossing the street, there was like a homeless guy maybe like 10 meters ahead of me down the sidewalk, and there was like another 2 people just crossed the sidewalk as well. And then the one guy comes up to me, and he's like, hey buddy, you better like stop and listen to me or it's gonna be trouble. And I was like, what? And then he's like, you're getting robbed, and he's like, if you don't give us your phone, your keys, your wallet, everything that you have on you, you're going to be seriously harmed. And so I was like, what? And then these other 2 guys like basically came out of came up from behind, and they cornered me in it's the side of, I don't know what the business is, but it's like a brick building, and it was right across the road, and all three of them cornered me, and they're like, give us all of your shit, and I was like, what? And then he's like, you're getting robbed if you don't give us all of your shit, you're going to be seriously harmed. And so I like took a step to my right on my right foot, probably not the smartest thing to do, but I wanted to see if they were actually like bluffing me or if they actually had some kind of weapon or something. And then I see the same guy that like got me to stop pulls out something from his pocket, and at first it looked like an orange and pink plastic gun to me. I don't know whether that was just in the moment. I was like, what the hell, like, you're gonna rob me with a plastic gun? But then he pulled it out, and I realized it was like a giant can of, I didn't know whether it was like pepper spray or bear mace or what it was at the time, but I knew it was like some kind of spray. And he like shakes it up and gets it ready to like spray at me, and then the other guy, the two guys, I didn't even see their face, like they had a hat and hoods over and stuff, but the guy in the middle kicks me to the ground, so I'm like in the corner on the ground at this brick building, and then the other guy's like shaking up the spray and getting ready to like spray my face, and he's like, give us your shit or you're going to be harmed. And I was like, what? No. I literally like just felt like a tiny little child like crippling up into a ball. I was like, no, this isn't happening. And I pulled my hoods, like I was wearing two sweaters, and I pulled my hoods over my head. I was actually wearing this same sweater, and then right as I did that, I dropped my phone. Like my hands were like shaking and I was trembling, and the one guy just finished kicking me to the ground, but they started spraying me, the guy started spraying me with the bear mace, I found out it was later, but like head to toe, like my entire jacket was soaked, my pants were soaked all the way down, like from my hip to my feet literally, and the top of this hood was literally drenched in it, and the other hood that I was wearing, it like seeped through, and once they started spraying me, I like just went into panic mode, so I don't really remember clearly everything that happened in that second, but I dropped my phone, and when I dropped my phone, all three of them went in to grab for my phone all at the exact same time, and I literally just like scurried away, like I crawled up and booked it, and then I ran around the corner and literally just sprinted home. Like I've never ran so fast in my life. And then I got home and I was like, crap, they have my phone and it is unlocked. They have all of my apps. They can go into my Instagram, my Facebook, my email. They have all of my phone numbers for everybody important in my life, blah, blah, blah. All of that. So I literally like was just online, like before even contacting police, anything like that. I was like, I need to change my Instagram password. I need to change my YouTube. Like they cannot know that I have, like they cannot get onto all of this stuff and like have access to all of my personal life and whatever, because that would be terrible. So I had to change all of my passwords for my Facebook and my Instagram, my YouTube, my banking and everything, my emails, and then I haven't got any contact. There hasn't been anything. Like I posted a message on Facebook being like, hey friends and family, I literally was just robbed. If you get any weird calls or anything asking for money kind of thing, it wasn't me. But yeah, so far nothing weird has happened, so I'm hoping they just wiped my phone. The really crappy thing about it is that I had like songs that I'd recorded and lyrics that I'd recorded on my phone that are only on my phone and nowhere else. It's not too bad about like pictures and video and stuff, because I upload the content of my phone to my computer regularly, so that's not too bad. But yeah, ever since then, like I've spent like no time at that park. I've like walked past it twice, and I used to sit there every single day. I used to go for a walk at night every single day and always felt safe here. I'd go down by the beach, I'd go walk around downtown. Like this city is so safe at night, and there's like, or at least it always felt safe, and then right after that it just felt like poisonous. Like for a couple days after I would go outside, and I forced myself to go outside because I was like, you're not stealing this from me, you may steal my phone and rob me, but I'm not going to let you have that power to like make me live in fear. And so I went out for a walk by myself that day because I was like, no, I'm going to move forward. And I don't know, and in some ways it's like I feel now like that it's not smart to go walk around at night, but I'm like, I don't want to live my life like with the idea that, oh, anytime I go out for a walk I could get harmed or robbed. Like, I don't want to live on edge. I want to have more faith in humanity than that. And if it ends up being that someday I get robbed again or I'm killed randomly when I'm out for a walk or something, so be it. That was fate. But I don't want it to be like, I don't want to be afraid to go outside by myself or to go out for a walk or to do things just like living in fear. Like, I do not live in fear. I refuse to live in fear of anything. If there's like one thing about me as a person, it's I'm going to do what I want, and if it scares the shit out of me, then whatever, doesn't matter. But I'm not going to like, I guess the thing is, I'm not going to not live because of fear. So if something scares me, I'm still going to do it anyways. I'm not going to stay home and become a hermit and develop like agoraphobia or whatever because of it. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to tell you guys about that robbing story, and yeah, maybe travel in packs if you go out. Make sure that you have a friend or something with you. I'm still gonna go walk around at night by myself, and I'm just going to pray for the best, but I don't know, like, avoid sketchy areas and stuff. But like, I feel like that's such a fluke chance. Like, these people literally must have came in and thought, okay, we're going to go to this neighborhood and find somebody dumb and wealthy and rob them and take all of their money, and then we're going to go back home. Because I don't think that they would literally be robbing people in their own neighborhood where they're going to get recognized. And yeah, so keep an eye out if you live in Vancouver for 3 like 19-year-old boys with bear spray, and if they tell you to stop and talk, don't. So yeah, that's all for this video, I guess. I'm not really going to edit this. I'm just going to toss it up exactly how it is, and you can see what I'm like when I'm a spastic, rambling mess. So yeah, stay sparkly, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it if you enjoyed my story. Bye!